What's up, guys? Outdoors for Life here. Sorry it's a little bit later than I was supposed to, but I got into doing some stuff in the yard. What's up, Pulaski? What's going on, my brother? What's up, brother? What's happening? Here we go. So yeah, I got into doing some stuff in the yard, to cut the grass, do the edge, and all that stuff, and then I lost track of time. And Pulaski's here. I just talked to him, and YouTube is not allowing me to go live from my phone, which I'm pretty pissed off about, because it said I reached every requirement. I have the two verifications, I guess the ID or whatever. I took care of that. They sent me an email, said I was fine and good to go yesterday. Now today they won't let me. Said I do not reach the eligibility is not reached to go live from my phone. Me neither, man. And underneath that, where it says that, what's up, Poker Rossi? What's up, buddy? Thank you, Bubbles. I appreciate you guys stopping by. So I wonder if I'm gonna try to pull it up, Plastic, from my phone. I'll show you. I'll show you what it says. So I hit go live. So this screen comes up, eligibility screen. All right, I'm just going to read it. It says your channel does not meet our updated eligibility requirements for mobile live streaming. You can still stream with your webcam or broadcasting software. I hit OK, then it just goes back to my channel. Doesn't make any sense. Because I did everything they asked. And they said get to 50 friends, and now I'm at 61 friends, and that should have been fine. It was saying something about a video longer than 15 minutes, but I looked into that, and that's nonsense. You got to have the two verifications. I guess it's like to verify who you are, verification for your channel. I have those. Said those are both passed, my email and my phone. And the only other requirement was over 50 subs, and then I had to wait. What's up, Dallas? Can I do StreamYard from my phone? Yeah, I guess I could. I didn't try that, actually. It probably won't let me because it said, unless that other part means what said streaming software. I don't know what that means. Maybe if I used what's up, Uncle Rob? Maybe if I used Streamlabs, maybe. I was thinking that too. Or I could probably do the StreamYard on my phone, but I never did that on my phone. In order for you to go live off your phone, you have to have 100 subs. No, that's not what it said. I believe you, Dallas. You've been around a long time, but it's not what it said. It said 50. It said 50 subs and double verification, which I did. They sent me the email, and then I tried it. I set it all up since yesterday. I was going to do a really awesome tutorial about different lures for trout and all this other stuff, and now I'm aggravated. But other than that, Rob, I'm doing great, buddy. I hope you're good too, man. I'm just mad because I had this whole, listen, when you're going to stream, you have a plan in your head of what you're going to do, what you're going to talk about. Everybody knows that if you're a content creator, and I had this all planned out since yesterday to do this. Especially when they said that I was able to do it from my phone. Unless it's a new update they have. I don't know, man. But they never should have said that I was eligible and then take it back. Because I'm trying to get this channel to be the right way, doing tutorials and talking about fishing the way what I've learned and everything. And I talk about it in my videos all the time. I just wanted to do it right, and I had a plan. I wrote stuff down, like I did it right. You know what I mean? In my head and on paper. Thank you, Rob. And I had everything. I had my rods out. I had all my lures. I had everything ready to go. And then this happened. Because when I started the channel, they allowed me to go live when I hit 100. All right, then we got to get 100. So if that's the case, Dallas, I know you've been around a long time, brother. I know you know better than I do. So if that's the case, guys, we got to share me out. We got to get more friends. If that's the case, I need like 40 more. I mean, or like Blassie said, Dallas, do you know, could I go off of Streamlabs or StreamYard from my phone? Or I have to wait till I hit 100? Because I wasn't able to go live at all on any of them until I hit 50. Because actually, Plasty, I did try StreamYard from my phone the other day, right before I hit 50. When I hit 50, or I'm trying to remember now. No, I think it was right after I hit 50. And it wouldn't let me do StreamYard on my phone either. YouTube is really making it hard to be successful for an income. Seems only channels that make it are the young, bright-eyed, big tits of this new generation. Yeah, you might be right. All right, I guess I have to wait till 100 then. So I guess what I can do then, I work the next 2 days, but maybe I'll put out a video tomorrow on what I was going to do in the live. And, at least then I can actually, when you do it live, you got to do it live. There's no start or stop it, so at least, I can take a few takes on my phone with the video of exactly how I want it, and then I can upload it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Share it out to your friends, your cousins, your uncles and sisters, brothers. I mean, I got to 62 in like 3 weeks' time. Yeah. Try to put up good content. It's hard, it's hard to record live fishing with my phone, so I'm working on getting something else in the next couple of weeks. I will share you, my friend. Thank you, Pokerosi, my brother. Got it, chug it, and singe it. What does that mean? Yes, you can go live off StreamYard. Yeah, that's true, Bubbles. I could go off StreamYard. I'm not going to restream now because now I'm already pissed. Is that what you mean? Like I could actually end this and go from StreamYard off my phone? All right, hold on. Thanks, Dallas. I appreciate that. I'm sure they're going to keep coming too. Chat over. I can't see everything. Where's Plasty? Uncle Rob. Listen, so I'm going to have some moderators in here, so if you see anything coming in, just get rid of them. But Muscle Man, I don't know you, so don't just do me a favor. Don't bring it here. This ain't the place. I just lost my chat. I don't know where it went. Thank you, Rob. I'm ready to go fishing. Just hard to find a good spot around here. You'll find it, brother. All right, here we go. Let's have a fun stream. Come on, y'all. You guys got to take this nonsense somewhere else, for real. I'm not going to tolerate this here. You guys have an issue with another person on this channel, go on their channel and do it, okay? This is an outdoor fishing channel. This isn't a place to come cause drama, all right? So please bring it somewhere else. Dallas, I don't appreciate them coming here either, so. What's up, CK, my brother? Many years ago when I was a Boy Scout, 15 years old, fished Smoky Mountain streams for trout with Wrigley spearmint gum. Oh, wow. I've heard that before. I wouldn't use it. But I'm not even being like that, Dallas. I'm just saying this isn't what I want on my live, man. If they're following you here, out of respect, if you can go, I appreciate that. I'm not mad at you, bro. I know you a long time. But I want this live to go. I don't want nonsense. And if they continue to come in, I'm just going to keep getting blocked. It just says what it is. Poker, I made you a mod too, okay, bud? How you been, CK? How you feeling, my brother? I appreciate it, Dallas. Oh, me, Blasty. That's what I say. It don't matter what channel I create. We just drama all the time, man. I ain't having it here. Hope you're feeling better, CK. When you got that wedding coming up, you said. Unless it passed it. If it did, I apologize. Oh, me. Oh, you're welcome, Poker Rossi, man. I appreciate you, bro. I just want to protect with all this nonsense going on. I just want to protect the people that I want to protect in this channel, really. Y'all have supported me for a long time, and I just don't want this nonsense in here at all. I want to come on and talk about fishing lures. I know you will. I appreciate that. Like I said, I know Dallas had an issue with him. I was just over his channel too, and they were messing with him. There we go, another one. Why don't you all just take a hike somewhere? Coming to a fishing channel talking nonsense. That don't even make any sense. But anyhow, okay, so I'm going to start from where I was going to start from the beginning. So here in New Jersey, we have stock trout. Okay, there's not many places that you can go here to find natural reproducing trout. There are a couple of rivers that they do reproduce. All I had for bait, we were doing a 120-mile hike. Wedding was awesome. Oh, you're welcome, brother. Oh, you're good, Rob. So, all right, let me say it again. So, there's not many. There's a few rivers in New Jersey that have natural producing trout, reproducing trout. Okay, and some of those rivers I don't fish. I just don't. So, not that I haven't. I fished one or two of them in my lifetime. I just I'm not saying there's special requirements to fish there, but actually there is. You can use artificial lures or flies only. There's some stretches on this one particular river that it's fly fishing only and catch and release only. Cannot keep anything. You have to throw everything back, which is very good. Good for conservation, making it a wonderful place to fish. And there are a couple of ponds and lakes in the state of New Jersey where you can go and pay and fish. I'm not into that. So as far as myself, I just go to a lot of, I guess you could call them popular rivers in like northern West Jersey that I've been fishing since I'm a child. I've been going since I'm 5-6 years old. They are stocked. Not to say that there's not reproducing trout in there. There most likely could be. But mainly it's stocked trout. Okay. And New Jersey does a great stocking program. They stock in April. It's like usually the first Saturday in April, which is your spring stocking. They'll stock probably somewhere between 500 to 600,000 trout in the state of New Jersey, which is pretty big number. It's amazing. And that's mainly rivers, lakes, and ponds. Rivers, lakes, and ponds. So then they'll stock for, I think it's probably 6-7 weeks, and then that'll be it. And in the end, they'll dump in some couple bigger fish, and there's your trout fish in there. Then they stock in the fall, in like middle October. They'll do a fall stocking, where all the trout that they're raising in the hatchery that were 9, 10, 11, 12 inches a year before are now 14, 16 inch rainbows. So they stock those in the fall. So it's a really fun time to fish in the fall here. They stock it very well. A lot of nice fish. They'll throw in some breeders mixed in with these 14 to 16 inch rainbows. You can go light line, so we can kind of start with that. So I use a 7-foot Fenwick ultralight rod. It's 2-piece ultralight Fenwick, beautiful rod. It's recommended from 2 to 6 pound test monofilament, and I'm gonna show that rod in a video I do either tomorrow or Friday. I want to show you that's what I had planned for this live. Just be able to show you all the gear that I have. But time to walk my armor again. It's about as much outdoorsy stuff I'm able to do anymore. I broke my low back twice. Still waiting for fusion surgery. Nice to virtually meet you. Have a good day. Likewise, Bubbles. Thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Is it fresh? What, the rivers are freshwater? We also have saltwater there too. Like when you see me do the videos of us fishing for the stripers, that's saltwater. It's actually brackish. It's actually a brackish river because it's fresh and mixed, because the river does flow down into the bays and into the ocean eventually. So where was I? So yes, I have a 2-piece, 7-foot Fenwick ultralight, 2 to 6 pound. Perfect for what I do. It'll work in lakes, ponds. You could use a split shot of bobber, like the old school way. I don't use it for that. I use spinners, some like floating Impalas. I mainly use artificial, and I also use bait. So I like to use worms. I like to use mealworms, salmon eggs. If any of you guys trout fish before anywhere across the country, then you know that they have something that's called power bait. Berkeley makes it. So like a doughy trout attracted bait. I don't particularly like using it because a lot of times they'll swallow the hook and you gut hook them, and I don't like that kind of fishing. But if you have, if you have small kids and you go into a lake or a pond or something, just bring worms or mealworms and just a float. Float maybe like depending on the depth of the lake. Hi, Paula. You can do that setup with a bobber and a hook, split shot. I'm getting thrown off my story because I see all these trolls coming in. It's just ridiculous. It's driving me nuts. But you were asking me that, right, Plasty? I thought I saw Paula. I don't know Paula, but I saw all these other ones coming in with putting letters in the chat. So I don't know. Use chicken gizzards for catfish. Nice. Like so, Plasty. So the one, not the one, the many lives that I did down that river. Now that's not where we catch stripers. Now that's another river that's brackish. It's more fresh than salt though, so it's opposite from the other one. The other one's more salt than fresh. For the catfish down there, we go get the minnows that I showed you in that creek. Channel cats, they love that. They love the fresh live minnows. Just fish them on the bottom like a Carolina rig, and they go crazy for them. Use hot dogs. Worms are good too, but I mean, you use worms, this time of year, you start catching a lot of white perch. So if you're going out for catfish, I particularly wouldn't use worms because, like I said, you get a lot of white perch, and once you get a school of them, it's just insane. I don't know, Plessy, what do you think? I'm thinking maybe I should end this because I'm getting too many of these trolls in here. It's starting to aggravate me. I'm gonna walk it outside and see. Let me have a cigarette and then we'll see what we're gonna do. But if you guys have any questions, just shoot. Like I said, I have over 30 years experience fishing, not only just for trout, but for catfish, carp, and everything else. Just give me a second. Let me shut this fan off. It's loud. I am not sure about Paula. Neither am I. I'm not sure either because she only came in and put a letter in the chat, and that's what if you go back and look, that's what they were all doing. So I don't want to assume, but I really don't. I'm gonna go off camera because I'm gonna smoke. Let me pull up my chat. So why don't we I'm almost 25 minutes into this. Why don't we have 6 people here? Shoot some questions to me, and I could answer some questions back. And I'll give you some answers if you have any questions about anything as far as fishing is concerned. Like I said, I want to start doing some tutorials, and what lures to use. That's why my whole idea of doing the live today was to start with just trout, because that's what I have most of my knowledge about is trout fishing. And now trout fishing could be different in New Jersey than it could be in North Carolina. It could be different in California, which I know it is. I've lived California in here. When I was younger, I trout fished out there, and where I lived, it was in a desert, in a high desert, and all there was a couple of lakes, and you had to fish it totally different that I'm used to. Yeah, I'm looking land near the coast, so I'll have my own place to go fishing. Oh, that's cool, man. It's going to be on the saltwater, right? Going to be on the ocean. You said near the coast. Okay, Poker. You talking about like where country's at in the right Crystal Coast? Yeah. I'll be honest with you. Like I said, growing up here, most of the rivers I fish locally here near me, within 15, 20 minutes, they're all brackish. One way or another. Like I said, one's a little more saltier than the other one, but they're brackish. I mean, I catch bluegill down at the river where I showed you where I used to go live all the time. We catch bluegill in there the size of my hand, and they're so strong, living in that brackish water. It's a tougher life for them. I mean, just think about that. There's not a lot of people around the country that understand in a brackish river, you're catching catfish, carp, northern pike, muskie. I said smallmouth, right? Bluegill, crappie. We've caught them all in the same area. White perch, eels, catfish. It's amazing the assortment of fish. You never know what you're going to catch, really. I mean, we go down there with the idea of, all right, we're going to fish those killifish on the bottom on the Carolina rig or whatever, hoping we're going to catch a catfish. Never know. You don't know what you're going to hook into. And to me, that's the amazing part. I've been fishing there for 30 years plus. Sorry about that. There's a lot of planes going over. But I watch a lot. There's a guy kayak catfishing. I don't know if you've seen him, Plasty. If you haven't, go check him out. He's got an awesome channel. And he does like big flathead and blue cats. And he hates channel catfish. Despises them. And I'm like, I was watching him for the first time, I don't know, a couple months back, and he was saying, oh, I got another one of them whisker channel cats. He's got a really strong accent. And he doesn't like them. He doesn't like catching them. Yeah, I understand that, Plasty. There's big stripers because that river, the one that I say catch all the smallmouth and stuff in, I love catfish too. The ones we get the smallmouth and the catfish and all that flows into the river that we catch the stripers at. It meets downriver. It's a few miles away, but fish swim, and there have been sightings of giant stripers being caught there. And we fish in that spot my dad's been fishing that river since he's a kid. I'm talking 50 plus years, and have not seen giant stripers. But we see pictures and in some of the bait shops and people, oh, they were catching 32-inch stripers behind the car wash. What? We're like, huh? How come we're not seeing them? It's amazing to me. But I do love catfish too, my brother. They're just fun. When they're on, like right now in the state of New Jersey anyway, they're spawning. But you'll still get not too many bigger fish, but you'll still catch fish because what happens is they'll make the nest. The females will go lay the eggs, and the females will jump off, and the males will be there protecting the bed. So you'll catch some of the females, which aren't particularly as big as a lot of the big males, but this time of year is tough. Like me and my dad always say, when we go down there, we catch them all year round, but I guess they change. They can change every year. I don't know. I think if they're spawning, they're spawning. So, you might have to drop a bait right in front of their face, or when you put it down and it's right next to their bed. Plastic, I got to show you one day. I got to pull the pictures up from my phone of the one. I don't know if I showed you that picture. The one big giant channel cat my dad got. It's like 3 summers ago. I'll pull up the picture. I'll text it to you either later on or tomorrow. Thing's huge. Huge. And he hit on a live minnow. It's crazy. Think about what happened to me last week. We went down to the creek. That's when I caught I think it was a day I caught the little carp, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been a couple days before that. We caught a little bluegill in the trap, so I used it down by that river, and I had something on. I still don't know what it was. It was heavy, and it took me to the middle of the river, and it was just running. And I set the hook, and then he cut through the line. It's the only thing I can think of that is strong enough to break that line in there. That's got to have teeth. So it could have been either a big pike or a big muskie. And we've caught them both at that same spot. So I don't know what it was. I wish I knew. But catfish is definitely one of my favorite fish to catch. Me and my father had one time, Plasti, I think it was middle of the winter. They had just plowed the parking lot where we fish. And there's a guardrail there. So they plowed all the snow right up to the guardrail. And we were sitting in a car. We had just the butts of the rods. We had like 4 rods out, 2 apiece. And we had the butts of the rods in the snow. And I'll tell you what, it was so cold, we were outside more than we were inside. We must have caught at least 30 channel cats that day in the middle of the winter. They were just feeding heavy. It was one of the best days we ever had down here. But this stream's going southbound, Plasti. These trolls are just chased away the 8 people I had. But Dallas even said it when I was in his live stream. He goes, you shouldn't have said you were going live because then they're going to come over there. But that's all right. It is what it is, man. What are you doing, little girl? You want to say hi to Plasti? You want to say hi? Say hi, little girl. Sunday, say hi. Say hi. Look, who's that? Who's that? Is that you? She saw herself in the screen and she wanted to start barking. Yeah, she's a good girl. She was going nuts before when I was cutting the grass and doing the edging and everything. She was having a good old time. Now she wants to play. She wants to play with her stick and play with the balls, right? All you want to do is play all day long. You got the life, my friend. What you up to, Plasti? What are you doing tonight? Anything? Going live on Saturday, right? I thought Marianne would have stopped in and said hi. But I told everybody on my video that I was going to be going live at 6 o'clock. So that's all right, Dallas, man. It is what it is. You know, they have nothing else better to do with themselves but to cause drama. I'm just far away from it, man. I don't want to be anywhere near it. You know, trying to stay cool. Yeah, it's hot, huh? It was hot here today. It was in the high 80s. It's calming down a little bit now. Sun's going down. Not as humid. I got done doing the grass and everything and took a quick shower. And my neighbor across the street, she's like, I got the pool up. If you want to come and take a dunk, I'll be right there. So I went dunked to the pool, felt better, came home, going to make something to eat a little bit. Just wish this went a better way, you know. I wish I was able to do what I wanted to do. But I do appreciate it, Dallas, that you said I could do the StreamYard. So I'll probably do that on I'm off Friday and Saturday. So I'll probably do it on Friday because I'm working the next couple of days, and I'm not going to restream again tonight. 100 with a heat index of 105. Wow. Yeah, I was talking to Scratch King yesterday, and I think it was I forgot what he said, 100 with a heat index of like 103 or something by Columbia, South Carolina. That's pretty insane. That's hot. That's real hot. But I'll tell you what, Plasti, I watch a channel, if you want to check them out too. It's a Potsky Outdoors. Welcome back, Poker. Potsky Outdoors. Pautzke, I think. Potsky Outdoors. And they go all over the United States to fish. And they find like these great rivers all over in every state. And they promote their baits and stuff they have because they have like their own salmon eggs that they came out with, and different kinds of the dough baits and stuff. And they were in North Carolina. I was just watching. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. They were catching some giant rainbow trout. I mean, you guys have some big rainbows down there. They're all like naturally reproduced, and I think some of the rivers they stock there too, if I'm correct. 3 days of 105. That's insane. I couldn't handle that. It's too hot. $105. Well, because you got the 105 and that the humidity too. That just makes it gross. That makes it real bad. What's up, Huntress? How are you? What you guys up to tonight? I think I saw Florida put up a thing of something with Fortnite. I'm gonna check it out when I get off of here. Let me see. Advice you would give to someone that loves to fish for northern pike. I'm doing good, Huntress. Thank you for asking. Just had a day off, but it's sometimes a day off you'd rather be at work. Actually, nah, I don't think that's true. But I had a lot of shit to do around here. Just cut the grass, edging, blowing, getting everything, just tidied up. I got not a lot of property, but it's a double lot, so I got the whole backyard, the front, the sides. It's just a lot, and just is what it is. But I had to get it done. I got it done today, so when I'm off Friday, Saturday, I can go fishing and just relax. So let me get back to what Dallas is asking. Depending on where you're fishing for pike, Dallas, are you fishing in a lake or are you fishing in a river? About to get dinner. Yeah, he's sitting next to me. Tell him I said hello. Yeah, I had to get it done. Let's see if I could show you. I can't turn the camera around, but I'm on my laptop, so I could probably just turn this around and show y'all. Let me know how I did if you see it. I did all the gardens here too. We did the garden last week, but all along that fence over there on the bottom, it was all overgrown because I couldn't get it with the lawnmower, and I didn't like using the edger because my buddy got a like an industrial one. So I said, you know what, I had enough of it looking like that. So I fired up the trimmer, and I just did it. I got it all tightened up. Looks pretty tight. Yeah, it looks good. A lot of work though. It's definitely not easy. Oh, lake. So for both, you can do two things. You can use live bait. Okay, you can use live bait in a lake, or you can use live bait in a river. I know that is probably obvious, but here's my other thing. Pike love big bait. They just love big baits, period. Okay, so my experience of catching pike, I've caught a few in lakes years ago, and it was mainly on like little suckers. You can buy them at a bait shop. If you know what a sucker is, it's just a fish that lives in a river and just eats algae off the bottom. You could buy smaller, small ones, maybe when I say small for the pike, I'm saying, like they're like 6 to 8 inches long. And you could use those. I would use those more in a river than I would in a lake. But they just love big baits, and they love baits that are going to aggravate the shit out of them. So you could use, big spinner baits with the blades, and the big skirts on the back. You could use big Rapalas, and, you can use, they'll hit top water too. They like top water baits. I mean, if you're looking for certain names of baits, Rapala makes a lot of good things. What's up, Florida Profit Hunter? She said you were right there, man. You guys are going to get something to eat. But as far as live bait, Dallas, I would use those, like I said, the suckers, or like large shiners, if you could find them. I'm sure you do, because even whole bluegill, if you're out there, you got worms and you catch bluegill, just hook them through the top of the back and just let them go. Free line them out there with a bobber. If you're on the lake, if you're in a river, just fish them on the bottom with a weight. That's how I got that pike in the river last week. Like I said, I don't know if it was a pike or a muskie, but something big ate that whole bluegill. And that bluegill was pretty decent size. I mean, and whatever it was, swallowed it whole. So That would be my advice. But if you're going to use hardware, as far as like they have some really large like inline spinners, the biggest ones you could find. They like things that, like I said, that are going to aggravate them to, they're ambush predator. So they like things that they just want to attack, so the more you can get in front of their face, especially muskie. Muskie are a fish of 1,000 million casts, I call it. Not 1,000. Fish of 1,000,000 casts. Okay, I've tried to catch a muskie in my whole entire life, and I finally hooked one last year in the One River. And they are very, very difficult to catch. They're smart. Let me tell you, when you hook one, you're probably going to see him before you hook him, because he's probably going to chase your lure down a couple times before he even thinks about committing to hitting it. And unless you're using live bait and he just eats it in one shot. I mean, that's just how that is. But I'm going to tell you something. Muskie is a very, very aggressive fish. If that helps you, I hope it helps you, Dallas. I know you guys have some giant bass down there too in Texas, man. Giant. I seen some tournaments of some of these, big bass guys, big names. Where they fish? I'm trying to think. What is one of the name a couple of big lakes down there in Texas, man? It's Lake Eufaula, I think. Is that in Texas? Santee Cooper, I think, is another one. I'm trying to think of the names. I forgot. But I don't know a lot about Texas, but I know they have some big bass down there. But I just want to apologize to whoever's been here sticking around for a little while about them trolls before. It just is what it is. They have nothing else better to do with themselves but try to cause drama somewhere. But I always said, if Blasty's still here, he said it a long time ago. They pop in, we'll snipe them, we'll get them out. But you know what? They still come in, they still got a view. They can hit the like, the dislike, the upside down like. I don't care. Don't matter to me. Grew up near McAllen. So what state? I'd never been to Texas. I would love to have been there. Exactly, Plasty. A view is a view. I mean, which definitely means more when you're monetized. I get that, but so Florida Profit Hunter, did you decide on starting another channel or no? I know you was talking about it. I saw you put up a video earlier about Fortnite or something. I haven't got a chance to check it out yet. I personally think you should. I don't want to say this in the wrong way, but like your name for your scratch channel is Florida Profit Hunter. So I would try to come up with. Oh, you're not gonna? Okay. I thought you were going to. I was gonna say if you were going to do a gaming channel too. Listen, those gaming channels, they do very, very well. All you gotta do is just stream while you're playing every night. If you do that anyway, what's the hurt of just streaming it? That's my feeling on it. If there was something that I did the most every single day that I'd be able to stream, it would be watching YouTube. So I can't stream watching YouTube. That's probably a lot of us. Besides working and doing stuff around the house. I mean, when I'm free and I'm just laying around, I'm on YouTube. I'm a YouTuber. So I don't play video games. If I did, I would definitely do. I would make a channel. Anytime, bro. I think, I just think if you're going to sit there and you're going to play anyway, why not stream it? There's a lot of people out there that love it, man. I'm telling you, that channel will grow quicker than the Scratch channel will. Ask Blassie, he'll tell you. These gaming channels are huge, man. People love it. And fishing channels too, they grow very fast. The problem, like I said, with me is I got to get a GoPro or something like that. So I go fishing plenty enough. That's for sure. In 7 days, I try to go twice a week with my father, So I just have to get something where I can film from better than my phone. Once I do that and I just get steady videos out, forget it. I know it'll grow. It's just 100% it'll grow. We fish a lot. I think streaming fishing would be cool if they are biting. Yeah, I was talking about it the other day too, Huntress, that, it's called fishing, not catching. So, a lot of these big channels, these big fishing channels, you got to understand something. They're not fishing a local river like I am. I mean, I guess they are, but it's where they are. It's the region they're in, and having a good streaming device is my downfall right now, because I'm not saying that I haven't gone down to the river and sat there for 2 hours and pole watched, because everybody has. We say that all the time, exactly. But there's many a times that you go down and you're just pole watching for 2 hours, it happens. Even with the stripers, even when they were hitting good, you'd have days where you go down there, one day you'll catch 5 stripers apiece. Straight down the dock, everybody's catching them one after another for like 2 hours. And then you can stay there for another 3 hours and not get a bite. We fish lazy with rod holders. Oh, I have like the one spot I go to. I'm going to go live from there this weekend. I'm going to bring my laptop. I already told my pops I'm going to do it. So I just set up my laptop. There's a little like guardrail there, and there's a couple little spots like light posts and stuff where I can set my laptop there. Plus, you've seen them on my old channel, and it's pretty cool. And we just cast out, fish the bottom, like I said, with live bait, whatever we're using, and we just put the rod up against the guardrail. That's it. We do that sometimes, getting skunked nonstop. Yeah, it's fishing, man. That's how it works. If it was called catching, then it would be too easy. I don't care how good you are. The fish don't want to bite. They don't want to bite. I'll tell you a quick story, all right, to the 4 people that are here. There's a river out northwest Jersey that I've been fishing since I'm a kid, trout fishing. Like I said, once I get into some videos and stuff, you'll know more about my trout fishing history, okay? But just for giggles now, I'll tell you this story. So this is probably going back, and it doesn't change how the river is. The river's still great, but this is just a story that happened probably about 7-8 years ago. And my buddy, I was off on a Monday and a Tuesday at the time. I worked at a restaurant, and it was slow day, so I was off Monday and Tuesday, and he wasn't working at the time. So he said, "Oh, you want to go trout fish?" I said, "Yeah, let's go." Back in the car, we went 5 o'clock in the morning, and I swear on my life, I would never lie about anything like this. We probably caught 100 to 120 trout apiece that day, just nonstop. I mean, it's a stocked river, like I said. It was probably week 4 or 5. I mean, the rivers were just loaded with fish. If you don't know how to fish for trout or any fish in particular, I'm trying to pause because there's an airplane going by. Sorry, guys. So if you don't know how to fish, and I'm talking about trout, so if you don't know how to fish for trout, per se, you're not going to put up those numbers. I've been doing this since I'm a kid. So, I mean, I got over 30 years of experience, of understanding the water and reading, where the pockets are going to be, where I think, where I believe in my heart the fish are going to be. So, and I know what lures to use or whatever. So let's back to the story. I'm babbling. So we went on Monday morning, 5 a.m., bright and early, get to the river. I mean, we just cracked them all day, nonstop. I think we got done fishing at like 2 o'clock. We were just done. It was a half a day. We were just beat up. Like, you know what? It was a great day. Kept some for the grill, whatever. Riding home, stop, get something to eat. My buddy says to me, he goes, "You off tomorrow?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "You want to come back up?" He goes, "We'll have another good, we'll have another awesome day. Maybe we'll catch a breeder or two. We'll hit it hard." Yeah, we were worn out. So I'm like, sure. I'm going to get home, whatever, have a couple beers, eat, take a shower, go to bed early. Be back up at 4:30. We'll go. All right, pick you up at like 4:45. Okay, get up. We head up there. Same exact river, same exact stretches of river that we fished less than 24 hours ago. And I swear to you, I'm going to put my camera on so you can see my eyes. I swear to you, did not get a bite all day. Scout's honor. That's a God's honest truth. Same river where we caught 100 fish apiece the day before. A day before, less than 24 hours before. Did not catch a thing. And that's two people combined about 70 years experience trout fishing. Yeah, exactly. That's a very good analogy right there. Just like the lotto. Well, I don't know if you can say that exactly, but yeah, I hear your point. Just amazed both of us to the point where he's like, "Are you off next Monday?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "We're coming back up, man. We gotta. If you're a fisherman and a trout fisherman and you watch the movie A River Runs Through It, one of the best lines in that movie, he goes, "We got to come back tomorrow, brother, and wipe this day off the map." And that's what we did. We went the following Monday and we just cracked him again. But that's something that stuck with me for all these years now, that's why it's called fishing and not catching. Because it could have been another airplane. Jeez. And these are some of the things I want to touch on in my videos when I start doing them, talking about, the in-depth part of trout fishing per se. All it takes is the barometric pressure to change overnight. Could be a moon phase. And this is what a lot of different fish too. So barometric pressure. It could be a dip, spike, either way of the temperature, which the temperature was the same, so that wasn't it. Could have been a barometric pressure. We never really looked into it that deep, but these are things that are possibilities of why they just shut down. It just amazed us that we caught so many fish less than 24 hours before, and then all of a sudden they don't want anything. We were throwing spinners, we were throwing rapalas, we were throwing live minnows, we were throwing salmon eggs, worms. We had everything in our vest. We had every bait possible and tried it. And when I say fish hard, if you're a fisherman, you know what that means. We fished hard, with the knowledge we had, and just like there was no fish in the river. Amazing. And that just stuck with me for a long time. And there's days like that in the local river by me with the catfish and, catfish, carp, anything like that. Me and my father would go down there on a Saturday and kill them, catch 3-4 channel cats a piece, have a great night, go back the next day and not get a bite. So any new fishermen out there that are going to watch this afterwards when I upload, realize something about fishing is you're not always going to catch fish. And that goes back to the point Hunter said before. It's hard to film because you don't know what's going to happen that day. You just don't know. So using my phone, I'm limited to saying, all right, today we're going to catch fish. I could say that every day and go down there and not get anything. But when I have another recording device like a GoPro or something similar, I could start and stop. I could just take the clips of if we catch fish. I don't want to waste and put up an hour and a half video of just watching me and my dad talking. Who's going to watch that? How many views am I going to get on that? As far as fishing channels, people want to see you catching fish. If you're a scratch channel, they want to see you scratching winners. I'm telling you. If you're an established channel on a scratch channel, they'll watch you if you bust out. They're still going to watch you. But that's because if you have a really good following. A strong following that, you have really good supporters that are going to support you no matter what. my point is, they want to see you scratch winners. Isn't that the whole point of this platform? People want to see you. I watched YouTube in the beginning. I've never knew that they were scratch channels. I never knew they were fishing channels. All I knew YouTube for was music. That was it. Throw my earbuds in while I was doing something. Let me go to YouTube and play some Biggie, or let me go there and play some country, whatever. That's all I knew it as. It's true, Plasty. I mean, I know you know that, bro. I don't know. Think about it even when you go live, and you're doing a mix, and let's say you're doing a $300 mix. This is just an example, okay? You're doing a $300 mix, right? The first 5 tickets hit. Oh my God, I got 57 people in my life. The next 15 tickets hit a thing. Go look down at your viewers. It's a sad reality and truth, And I'm not saying nothing bad about anyone. I'm just saying that that's what they want to see wins. And if you're watching a fishing channel, they want to see your rod bent. They want to see fish. They don't want to see picture, of you scanning and, oh, look, there's an eagle fly. No. They want fish at the end of your line. That's what they want. Yep. I've been on this platform for a minute, Plastic. You know that. I know a lot about the scratcher community, man. It's for anyone that's getting involved in it, the only piece of advice I can give, and this is just years of being around it, have a tough skin. Have a tough skin. Oh, yeah, I pull out a crossword and people start to leave. That's funny. You see that guy fish in that 70-foot hole? No, I haven't. 5-foot catfish. Wow, where was that? Like the Amazon or something? I do see a lot of videos like that. There's a couple cool ones on there, man. That they're actually, I don't know if it was like a river that was just like covered with dirt and earth and everything, and they're digging down into this dirt. Like there's a guy with like no shoes on and no shirt, and just digging down, and all of a sudden there's like hundreds of little catfish. I'm like, how the hell did this guy know that they were there? I don't know. Pretty wild. I'll look it up for sure. Definitely. But you heard what I said, right, Florida? Only good advice. I told you some good advice already. And I don't want you to look at my channel. Oh, you have 60 subscribers. What do you know? What are you talking about? It's because I had a channel. I was close to 1,000. I could have been monetized probably within a few months if I kept with it. I just got rid of it. Okay, that was going a few years back. This is a little bit about me now. Then I started another one. I got into some drama and tried working on that. It just didn't work because I didn't have a tough skin. And these YouTube streets, whoever's listening or watches this video, if there's any advice I can give anyone on YouTube in general, is have a thick skin, because it can be a really tough, nasty place at times, guys. I'm telling you, this is truth. And YouTube's fun. It is fun. It's a big part of my life. I enjoy it. I really do. If I didn't, I wouldn't be sitting here right now talking to y'all. I love it to death. I really do. But let me tell you something. I've been down to dirty streets already. And this channel, this is why Plasty is one of them in here. If Marianne was here, there's a few people that know me. This is what I should have done 4 years ago. Am I right, Plasty? Instead of getting into the lottery. I should have started my Outdoor Life channel back then and got a GoPro, and I probably would have thousands of subscribers right now. I just wish I knew that then what I know now. Talking about his rod bending and good views. Yeah. I've gone after a troll or two. Fish. He put it up. I can't. How can I show that on here? Thank you, Plasty. We have learned together a lot of things. Me and Plasty did. I'll be honest. We learned a lot of ins and outs of this platform, man. And we stuck by each other. And I'll tell you right now, in this YouTube world, I'm going to say this from the depths of my soul. Not everybody's your friend. Just realize that. Please. You know, I think Florida, I think you have a very, very high potential to have a great channel. Just keep putting the work in, keep putting, you know, I tried to promote you the other day, even with 60 friends, you know, I tried to send a few over, you know. I think you have potential to have a great channel. Just keep putting out good content, stay consistent, stay within your niche. I forgot how you say that word. Don't veer off the path with that, because that's the problem I had, is I tried mixing in fishing and lottery, and it confuses people. Stick with your lottery and just continue to put it out the way you do. You and Huntress do a great job together as a team, and that's even better, in my opinion, to help your channel grow. Try to go in as many lives as you can. You know, interact with people. That's how you meet people. That's how you get shared out when you do a live. Somebody was saying the other day when we were talking about it, I forget where we were, if we were in Ernie's, whatever, you know, super chat when you can. Yeah, that's nice to do. But to be honest with you, genuine support is going and watching somebody's video, leave a nice comment, whether it's fishing, hunting, gaming, lottery, whatever. I mean, I support many, many different genres on this platform. And that's the best support you can get, is being faithful to that channel. And what's tough? You said that's tough. What do you mean? I appreciate you too, Florida. Yeah, these are just things that I've learned, you know, along this journey, you know, 3-4 years that I've been on this platform. You know, you just yeah, of course, super chats are tough. I'm not saying to do that. You can super chat if you want to. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you the God's honest truth. I don't super chat very often, but when I do, it's to 2 or 3 channels that I am faithful to. Class, will tell you, he's one of them. You know, and I don't do it a lot either. I can. Not everybody can afford to do it, but that's not the way to get support or give support. You know, it's a little part of giving support, but being live, commenting on videos, hitting a like, trying to share them out when they're live, they see that. I don't know if you know that. Like right now, if you shared me out to say Facebook, I would know, it would come on my screen that you shared me out. So that's support in a very big way. And I would look into that too, Florida, to be honest. If if I'm there, I'll share you out. I mean, you're going to get, you know, my friends that I have on Facebook, but try to hook up with other channels on Facebook too. That's very big. You know, there's a lot of these channels have Facebook channels too. And it really helps with the networking part of it. Because you can just go on Facebook. I don't know how many friends you have, you know, and just put a post on there, going live and putting your link. You know, you can put your link in the comment on Facebook, or, you know, on your title or whatever. I'm going live at 4 p.m. today on YouTube, and put your link. Let me tell you something. I have 1,000 friends plus on Facebook. You know, if I could get 3 of them to come and watch my YouTube video for the first time, I'm happy. You know, because out of those 3, you might get 1 subscriber out of it. But it's a very good way to, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. A lot of them use Instagram too. Exactly. Laplace just said, read that and read it good. There's a lot of channels that think that that's a great way to grow, and it's not. They'll only come for giveaways, and you'll never see them again. Trust me, there's giveaway queens and kings out there. It's the only time you'll see them in your stream. They'll never make a comment there in your live. They'll never make a comment on your video. But you put in your title giveaway, all of a sudden they're there. First one there. Boom. My guess is this. It's so true. You know, a giveaway, a true giveaway, and think about this. You know, use your ears, guys, when I say this. What I've learned, okay? This is just me. I'm not speaking for anyone. A giveaway is for your supporters, okay? A giveaway isn't for someone, like Classy just said, that are just going to come around when they see the word giveaway, okay? They're for your supporters or the people that are there all the time, and it's giving them a chance to try to win something back. You know, when I first started watching YouTube, there wasn't a join button. There was a super chat. That's always been there. But there was never a join button, members this, members that, people selling coins. I'm not against it. I have probably 30 coins upstairs in my bedroom, in my drawer. And I'll continue to support those channels. But it's amazing how even just the lottery community itself, you know, with the all different genres have the join button now, which is cool. And I think having members is really cool too, because then getting into the giveaway aspect of it, you could do members giveaways. But if you have people that aren't members, but they've been with you for, say, 3 years on your channel, I think you should have giveaways for them too. You know, there's some channels that I see out there, and I'm not going to name any. I'm just telling you what I see on on a weekly basis, a bi-weekly basis. The only time you see the word giveaway, there's the word member next to it. How about the people that have been following you for the last 2 years, that have supported you day in and day out? You know, you don't get anything. Yeah, if you see the join button on somebody's channel, that's to become a member. Now they have tiers, you know, of their membership. You could have one that's 99 cents, whatever you set your tiers up to be, and then you get a badge next to your name, and you know, you get depending on how they set it up. They get shout outs, they get whatever, you know, whatever the case may be. But so does it cost? Yes, to become a member, but you can upgrade, downgrade, whatever you want. Yeah. That's my point about if they can't afford to be a member, but they're there all the time, then you should be doing separate giveaways for the people that are always with you too. You know, but I think there's some channels out there that sit there and say, well, if you're supporting me all these years, and why aren't you a member? That's, to me, that feels like pressure, and that's too much pressure for me. I don't like that. You know, does that make any sense? I was watching Scratch Life. I was watching him this afternoon. I don't think was I watching his, I think it was his live from last night. I was rewatching it. That man, okay, I've watched that channel for at least 4 years now, okay? I used to interact in the chat all the time, and very long story short, I still go and I watch. I don't comment anymore there. He had 10 of the $50 pink tickets or whatever, 500X. That man didn't even scratch a ticket yet and had $200 in super chats. Think about that. $200 in super chats and didn't even scratch a ticket yet. Man's doing something right. So my point to you, Mr. Florida Profit Hunter, is, and I'm not trying to be anything to you here, man. I'm just trying to be a friend. Watch guys like that. You want to see professional, a good professional channel, and I'm not saying it because he's my friend, Classic Dip. Go watch some of his lives, man. Go watch his lives. Watch how he conducts himself as a host when he's doing a live. That's the professional way of doing it, you know. Watch AR Platinum. AR Platinum, okay, was the first channel I've ever seen when I found out that there were scratch channels on YouTube. That man has the same intro he's had ever since he started his channel, I think. What up, YouTube? AR Platinum, right? Works for him. The biggest word I could come up with for any of those big channels is they're consistent. And that's the key of making your channel good too, is being consistent. And I said that before. Consistent content, consistent of how you conduct yourself, whether it's a video or a live. Airplane. Yeah, I know Matrix. I know Matrix. He's a good guy. He's got a great channel too. And that man super chats like nobody's business. God bless him that he can. That's all I can say about that. God bless him that he can. AR is great. I love watching AR Platinum. He just put a community post up earlier today about because he's been growing his hair out, he's growing his fro until he hits a claimer or something. I didn't watch the video yet. I don't know if he shaved his head, but he hit a big hit the other day, so I think he might be doing it. But I've been watching him a long time. Him, Tex and Candy. I'm sitting here, just my whole outdoor channel thing just went to talking about scratch offs. It's amazing. He sent you a coin? Oh, that's cool. I have a few of his sets that he did for the pandemic. Marianne, that I speak of a few times, Plasty's a very good friend too. She had gave me some, and I wanted to, before I got rid of my channel, I was actually going to do a couple giveaways with them. But I think what I might do, if that's all right with you, Plasty, between you and I'm going to talk to Semi Scratch and Ernie, and trying to think who else. Maybe Scratch and Go Crazy. I'll just mail you guys them, and you guys can do giveaways with them. And there's a few coins that I have that I'll never get rid of, but there's some of them that are just there, and I'd rather just pay it forward and just give them to people. Been live for an hour and 15 minutes. Wow, goes quickly. What were you laughing at, Plasty? Ah, cool. Yeah, I'll touch base with you on that, man. What were you laughing about? I didn't see what were you laughing at. What'd I say? I'm saying a lot. I talk fast too. Oh, are you laughing because I said my outdoor channel just turned into a scratch channel again? Yeah. You know why? Because I want to. I'm trying to help out my buddy here, Florida Profit Hunter. Man, seems like a good guy, man. And I think he has a great channel. Just stay consistent, man. If you're not going to start another channel, then just keep it lottery, man. Stay consistent. Put great videos up. Do some cool scratch lives, man. You're going to be good, bro. I wish you the best of luck. Enjoy your taters. Yeah, I'm going to get off of here too, man. I'm going to get off of here too. I got to go figure out something for dinner. Yeah. You're welcome, my friend. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you coming over, man, showing some support. I promise you, man, we'll be doing another one of these Friday, but it's going to be strictly fishing. Nice to see you too, Poker Rossi. Appreciate you. I'll see you around the YouTube streets. Plasty, much love, my brother. Thank you for coming by, man. I appreciate your support as always. Huntress, if you hear me, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I hope everybody has a good night. Sorry about those trolley things before. But it happens, I guess. But all right. For the two people that are still here, let me come out and wave bye-bye. I'll see you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I hope you have a good night. And I'll see you all on the weekend. Peace.